Hello and welcome to episode 22 of Edoreld's Let's Play series. In this episode I'm finally gonna get that quarry. For sure I just need to craft some industrial TNT and I'm gonna need some sand, which I will dig, and some gunpowder, and I'm gonna get a little bit of gunpowder of the transmutation in Thumbcraft, which requires some fractus and ignis. So why don't I get some ignis and show you how it works, and then I'll try to get some more gunpowder, off camera. Alright, so I need 6 fractus, 6 ignis, so 6 cobblestone. I need a bucket of water too. Good thing I have one from the last episode. Alright, boil 6 fractus and that amount of ignis, and I just need my magic wand. And I don't know if you can tell, but my frames per second are actually a little bit better. I've removed Optifine Ultra, I've replaced it with Optifine Light, and I've changed my advanced OpenGL to off, and for some reason that seems to have helped. Anyway, right click and I get some alumentum. I guess I didn't do the recipe right, or let's see. Alumentum requires fractus and ignis, and if I also give it potentia, then of course it's gonna make that recipe instead. So I'll find something that does not have potentia and I'll be back. Alright, let's try with some netherrack. 6 of each and 1 piece of gunpowder for me. Awesome. Alright, so I'm gonna do this off camera and I'll be back. Alright, so I've got a decent amount of gunpowder. However, I do not have enough to make enough industrial TNT. So what I'm gonna do is use a feature, a world generation feature from Natura, which are sulfur clouds, and sulfur clouds generate in the nether, and they can be harvested and you can combine them to make gunpowder. So I'm gonna grab my jetpack and fly in the nether and try to gather some of those. And before doing that, I wanted to show you that after compressing those coal chunks, you get these compressed coal balls, right? You compress the coal balls and you get compressed coal balls, and then you combine them with obsidian or with an iron block or with a brick. In fact, I'm gonna use obsidian, and then you get coal chunks, and coal chunks is what I need to use in the implosion compressor in order to get industrial diamonds. So let me just get rid of these last things here, and then let's go get our jetpack, which is probably in the MFE. Alright, meet you in the nether. So that's what sulfur clouds look like, and let's see if they're harvestable by pickaxe better or by shovel. And yeah, good thing I can stand on them. So I got sulfur clouds, right? And then you can combine 4 to make sulfur. You can combine 4 sulfur to make gunpowder. So I'm gonna collect a bunch of these and I'll be back. Alright, so apparently sulfur clouds do not give a lot of gunpowder. So instead I've looked it up, and I can also make gunpowder by using these materials: saltpeter, sulfur and charcoal. And it so happens that centrifuging salt sand will give me saltpeter. So I just need to put some cells, which I think I have some here, and some salt sand, and it's gonna start working. I'm not sure how much it's gonna take. Let's take a look. 125 seconds per process, not too bad. The cool thing about it is it's also gonna give me sand, which I need to make TNT, and coal dust, which is always nice to have, and oil cells, which I can use for energy either in a semi-fluid generator or in a combustion engine. So that's pretty nifty. While that takes place, I want to make myself for once a proper pickaxe, a shovel. So first I'm gonna get rid of this one, and then I should probably get some check out what I need. So I need the pickaxe head, shovel head, and a tool and a handle thingy. So I have the shovel head pattern. I'm gonna need a cast of that, I think. I know I have the casts somewhere. There you go. And I just need to put it here and find the shovel one. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'll just get the handle one, and let's see if I still have enough of that whatever its name is, Minillion or whatever. Seems like I have a little bit. So if this was enough to make a shovel, I'd be really happy. Alright, seems like I have enough for that, and I still have some awesome, but will it be enough? Let's check it out. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Perfect. So now I've got my top tier pickaxe. Shovel. Probably could make it better if I actually looked at all the materials, what they do, but I know that if I use Manulin, it's gonna be basically a really good one. Lots of durability, and you know, that's what I want. Gravedigger, why not? And I've got Gravedigger. Now what I really want from a pickaxe, apart from it having super durability, is regeneration. So I'm gonna work on getting that moss cobblestone again, and lots of speed. So let me see how much redstone I have, and it seems like I have a decent amount. Alright, 32, that's 96, and 4. That's gonna be enough for a couple of speed upgrades. And I also need that mossy cobblestone, so I'll be back when I've got that. Alright, Gravedigger that regenerates, and now I'm gonna apply all the speed upgrades, and I'll be back to test it out. Okay, let's test out Gravedigger with auto regeneration and 2 upgrades of speed. And since I need some sand for the TNT, might as well test it out in the desert. Oh yeah, that's the speed I'm talking about. Look at that. I can break sand instantly, and possibly other things that break with a shovel. So that's pretty awesome. Alright, I'm gonna gather some sand and I'll be back. Alright, so I'm pulverizing some flint in order to get these tiny piles of flint dust, which I can make into flint dust. And I can use flint dust to make more TNT, more industrial TNT. So that's a nice little, you know, way to make more TNT out of flint. And yes, you will consume more flint, but you will consume less normal TNT. So I'm gonna wait till all of this is processed, and I'll be back. Alright, I got some sand, some gunpowder, and now the only thing I have to do is put it into the assembler. Let's see, do I actually have an assembler? Assembling machine. Yeah, that's this one, right? Okay. So sand and gunpowder, and that's gonna take about 20 seconds for each recipe. In the meanwhile, I've got an idea. Let's see if I have another teleposer, because I'm gonna need one of those. And what I want to do is get rid of all the stuff that I'm overproducing. I'm not using it for anything right now, and it's basically being stuck in my pipes. So what I want to do is use a teleposer with a low priority and have that point to a block that's going to destroy anything that comes into contact with it. So let's do that. I forget if you have to combine it with which you have to combine it to make a translocator, teleposer I mean. Let's see, glowstone dust makes nothing, so redstone. Alright, now the only thing I need is a bucket filled with lava. So I'm gonna go into the nether, get one of those, and I'll be back. And I'm about to craft it. 8 cobblestone like that, and then a lava bucket in the middle gets me an incinerator. The incinerator is a block from tube stuff that basically destroys anything that's piped into it. So I've got the teleposer, and I'm gonna connect it to the network, and I'm gonna give it a really low priority. So anything that should normally come to the chest, if the chest is full, which happens more often than you would think, it will actually send it to the teleposer. So I wanna put it around here, I think. Yeah, why not? So it's gonna input from the bottom, output from the top. I mean input from the bottom, yeah, output to the TL. And the priority is gonna be really low, like super low, to make sure that only things that don't have anywhere else to go will go here. So just gonna put it at 400, and I'm pretty sure nothing else has that priority. And now, inverted no, I put my incinerator, and that should get rid of overflow. Let's see how the TNT is doing. And I still have my jetpack on, apparently. 10 TNT, that's cool. I'm gonna let this run for a little bit, and I'll be back. Alright, let's first craft ourselves 4 generators, which I'm gonna use to power the implosion compressor. Then I'm gonna need the industrial TNT, which should be finished. That's perfect. The coal chunks I already have, and I need some cables to connect the generators with the implosion compressor. 4 cables, I don't know if that'll be enough. Let's make ourselves 6 more. Alright, let's see if we can get those industrial diamonds ready. Alright. So why don't I put the generators, and what the heck is a grass block doing here? I'm guessing an Enderman had some fun time. Anyway, you know, I can probably put them right here for now, just temporary as usual. Fuck, I didn't even need 6 cables, and that should work, except for I need some fuel. One, two, three, 4. Alright. If I remember correctly, this takes 30 GU per package. And the recipe, actually, yeah, 30 GU per tick. Alright, so I'm gonna provide that. And this is gonna start actually giving it energy, so it stores it in its internal buffer, which is then gonna use to process things. So TNT in the bottom and coal chunks in the top, and oh yeah, some explosions later, we've got industrial diamonds. Awesome. That quarry feels closer than ever before. You know, and I really like how Gregorius, you know, the developer of GregTech, has made it so that it isn't very simple to make a quarry or a diamond drill. I mean, you have to go through all of those machines, and you know, it kind of makes sense because I mean, you shouldn't be able to get like super high tier weapons or tools like, you know, early in the game. And for me, I've played like Minecraft so many times, and eventually you get tired of you know, having everything be so easy. So I kind of like that, you know, I work to get this thing, and now, you know, I am proud and happy to get it. Anyway, Stockholm Syndrome, am I right? Alright, titanium plates, diamond drill, I think it goes there. Oh my, that was pretty impressive. Ooh yeah. So, do I have the gears already, or do I have to make them? Okay, I think I'm gonna have to make all the gears, all the rest of the materials, which shouldn't be hard, and I'll be back. Alright, so I got my golden and diamond gears, and apparently I don't need iron gears, I need steel gears. I bet that's another change from GregTech. Anyway, I have enough steel, so there we have it. And now I just need to make myself... Oh no, I'm good. I should be able to craft my desired quarry manually, probably. Wait, what do I need at the bottom, at the top? Advanced circuit. Okay, so I just need an advanced circuit, and I'm pretty much done with that. And then I just have to connect it to my well, I have to make an area, and I'm gonna make a huge area, and then connect it to my current Minecraft Joule source of energy. So yeah. Oh, come on, dude. I thought it would detect the recipe, but it doesn't seem to. Okay, do I have all the components right? Cross my fingers. Oh yeah. This is an awesome block. Alright, so now I'm gonna need landmarks in order to make a huge area. And I probably wanna do it in order... okay, so I got my energy source coming from here. So maybe I'll put the quarry in a straight line round here. Yeah, okay. And then I just need a lever, which I'm gonna get real quick. Alright, let's put some more landmarks. First of all, one at the end of this blue stream. No, not stream. Ray, I guess. Not sure what to call it. Laser. Yeah, there you go. At the end of the blue laser. And another one. This is pretty far. I think the maximum range you can do with this is 64. Like, you can make a quarry that's as big as 64 by 64. And don't quote me on that, but yeah, that's pretty big anyway. There's another one here, trickier to get to. And I don't think I'm even gonna bother getting the landmarks back. They're kind of far, or I might, just maybe off camera. But they're kind of far, so it's annoying. Alright. And finally, one round here. Okay, that's not the best mode to put stuff. In fact, let me take off the silly jetpack, because that's hurting me more than it's actually doing any good. And I put one here. Then I take the jetpack back, and I just have to right click this thing, and I've got my huge area. Alright, now let's take off this thing and put a quarry instead. And crap. Ah, that's so annoying. I actually needed to put the quarry before. Alright, let's try this again. That's probably high enough, and I need my landmark, which has fallen somewhere here. Okay, maybe I should not have used sand for that, because that's gonna fall as soon as I put it here. So why don't I try another material, which I have dirt of, for example. Alright, that's gonna work much better. Now I can take off the sand without any incidents. And I'm almost dead, so this is probably the best time for a creeper to appear behind me and explode on me. So I'm just gonna look back. No creepers, good. Alright, now that should work, and let me put the quarry. And my game seems to want to crash, but it didn't crash, so that's pretty good. Now, I'm gonna retrieve those landmarks off camera, and then I'm gonna make some more redstone energy conduits so I can actually connect the quarry to that. In addition, I'm gonna make some barrels to store the cobble, the dirt that I'm gonna get in excess, and I'm gonna prepare some storage for all of the things that I'm about to get. So I'll be back once I'm ready. Alright, crafted myself a few cobblestone pipes and 53 barrels. That's a decent amount. And I think I'm just gonna put them out here. There are a lot of torches, so there should be no mobs spawning around. And this is just a temporary, item storage thingy. So the quarry is gonna output items from the top. Oh, is this? This is not aligned. Oh, actually, the quarry is gonna destroy it. Oops. Okay, wrong place. Not even sure how you break these barrels. I have an axe and it's not breaking it. That's probably a bug because I think normal axes are able to break this fast. So I'm gonna have to report that to the developer at some point, or update maybe, because I'm running a few versions behind. In any case, the quarry is gonna output items from the top, and I'm gonna put a buildcraft pipe which is happy to connect to, and then the buildcraft pipe is gonna output into these barrels. And since the barrels can only hold one type of item, they're ideal for storage. And then I'll possibly move them somewhere else that's not outside. But yeah, that's gonna be like that for now. So why don't I put them right here then, and make sure there are still enough torches. Not sure how many I put actually, but that doesn't matter. Okay, my pipes just disappeared from my inventory. Because I probably put them in one of the barrels. Oh yeah, there you go. They were just kind of hard to see. Okay, and do I make a second floor? Yeah, I make a second floor. So why don't I come back when all of this is built and ready to go? Alright, I'm just getting myself a few redstone energy conduits, and I've calculated it. I should need about 12 to get my quarry filled with energy. And I also have to connect the last of the transport pipes from the quarry to the storage barrels. And a thing that is a little bit weird is that normally barrels can only connect from the top because that's where they get their input, but in this case they're connecting from the bottom as well. So not sure if that's gonna cause a problem, but I'm just gonna try it like that, and if it doesn't work then I'll have to change it. But for now, let's see what happens. And now let's get this cable going. With my super awesome shovel, I'm gonna make some way. and connect the redstone conduits. 1, 2, 3, 4, and yes, they do have a visual bug. Not sure why, but they still work. So I also noticed there's a new version of thermal expansion, so I'm gonna update to that at some point and see if that helps. So once I put the last conduit, the quarry should start making a frame around the area, and that basically means it's working. Alright. Now this is way big, so I'm gonna have to maybe increase the render distance to see anything. Oh yeah, look at that bot. Now the bot is building the I guess the bot is deleting the stuff that is inside the frame. That's pretty cool. And then what it's gonna do is gonna build an orange frame over the yellow and black lines here, and then it's gonna start mining in it. And that the line is blue means that I'm giving it a decent amount of energy. Otherwise the line could be like red or green. The blue is the best line. Alright, let's sleep through the night and I'll be back. Alright, let's take a look at the progress of our quarry. I still can't believe how many episodes it took me to build one of these things. I mean, I had to build the blast furnace to make titanium, to smelt titanium. I had to build the implosion compressor to make industrial diamonds. After I found out that you couldn't use normal diamonds, which was a pretty big letdown. I also had to make a blast furnace because the normal drill requires steel. Collect about 11 diamonds, so was actually quite an ordeal to make this. But now we got it, and this thing rocks. I mean, let's take a look at that bot close by. This little flying friend of mine. Oh yeah, I wish I kind of could stand on it, and kind of look at the action, first person view. But nope. You can't, it's just an illusion. And it's quite fast. The quarry actually is as fast as you give it energy. So if you give it more energy, it's gonna be faster, and you'll see when it starts mining how fast it is. And I think the maximum energy you can give it is 100 Minecraft joules per tick, but it's not that efficient when you give it more energy. So there's like a point at which it starts being much less efficient. So unless you have like all the energy in the world to spare, you might not wanna use 100 Minecraft joules per tick. Now what the robot is collecting here is not going through the quarry, is not being collected. So in a way it acts kind of like a filler when it's doing this, because it will delete everything that's in the frame. Sorry, but it won't collect anything. And the filler will collect stuff, but only if you don't change the configuration, which I did. I remind you that I changed it so that the filler will not drop blocks, because then you can use it like a chip quarry. So since I changed the configuration, this is like a filler. Except it seems to be a little bit faster actually. So maybe I should use it as a filler if if it's available, if it's free. And now it's doing the last layer. I think has to clear the area that's inside the yellow on the bars here. I'm just gonna call them the bars, because the black and yellow bars is a mouthful. Alright, little robot, you're halfway there. And then we can see not mining yet, still gotta build the frame. Alright, little guy, you're almost done. And this should give me an enormous amount of resources. At first it's gonna start getting all the trees, so I'm gonna get a little bit of wood, which I don't really want or need, but whatever, free wood. and then it's gonna start getting some dirt. So it's basically gonna go mining from the top layers, block by block, layer by layer, and it's gonna go down. So first I'm gonna get dirt, then I'm gonna get stone, a lot of that, which is good because actually I don't have a lot of cobble or stuff like that. And as you can see, it's now building the orange frame thingy, which you can actually stand on, and it doesn't do much. It just kind of signifies that this is an area that's been currently mined by a quarry. And when you take off the quarry, it's really cool because these things will disappear automatically. They kind of fade like the leaves of a tree. When you cut the wood, they fade kind of the same way, maybe a little bit slower, especially since there are a lot more than there are leaves in a tree. So after the final level is built, which shouldn't take long now, it's gonna start showing us the miner. And you're gonna see that it has a diamond head, just like the diamond drill I used to make the quarry. And the little robot is gonna slow down now a little bit as it reaches the last stages. That's normal. And it should be done pretty soon. And it's done. And now let's take a look at the diamond. There you go. Now it seems like it's gonna start at this corner here. Well, let's take a look. This is the southeast corner. I guess it starts on the southeast. No, on the south. On the northeast. Okay, it starts on the northeast corner, and then it goes from there. I think either the southeast or the northeast. Anyway, that's what it does, and that's going super fast. It's using a lot of energy that I'm providing with the steam boiler, and I hope my other machines are not suffering from it, because the quarry might be sucking all the energy. And let's take a look at the pipes here. I should be getting some stuff already. I need to charge my jetpack, by the way. Jetpack is really useful to get inside a quarry. I can't tell you how many times in other games I've tried to look inside the quarry when there was a big hole, and I've actually fallen inside to my death. So the jetpack, really useful. Just gotta remember that whether you're carrying it, whether you're wearing it or not on you, because if you're not, you might be in for a small surprise of death and pain. Alright, 20,000 about is enough. I don't really need to see what's inside the quarry for now. And let's see if this is working. Okay, I'm getting wood here. I see the problem. The pipes don't necessarily insert the items in the first slot they find that's available. In addition, I could have two items. Like for example, wood could go here, either up or down. So I know how to solve that. I'm just gonna make it so it only goes up, and then put some pipes here. And now I'm gonna need a special type of pipe that will always insert if there's an inventory available. So why don't I make some of those pipes, and I'll be back. Alright, with the quarry running, this seems like a good time to end the episode. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time.